Hello, adventurers. I want to play a game. For years, you escaped consequences behind screens and dice, rolling fates for imaginary heroes while ignoring the failures of your real selves. You orchestrated suffering, reveling in cruelty cloaked as challenge. But today, the dungeon is real, and you are the characters. Before you lies the infamous Tomb of Horrors, a labyrinth designed by a mind even I admire. A Sarak the Demi-Lich, a being who, like me, believes that only through pain, deception, and death can one find true clarity. You mocked those who failed this module. Now, walk in their footsteps. Traps that once took hit points will now take flesh. Puzzles that once cost you minutes will now cost you time from your life. Every wrong turn tightens a noose you do not yet see. Behind the misty arch is a hallway. In that hallway are three levers. One opens the path, the other two, well, let's just say disintegration is no longer just a rule in the book. Each of you begins at level 0. No gear, no spells, no second chances. Your only stats that matter now are your choices. Will you trust each other? Will you split the party? Will your thirst for treasure outweigh your desire to survive? Live or die. Roll initiative.
Welcome to the Double BJ's podcast. I am HappySlapp, and we just watched Dungeons and Dragons. Well, not just watched. We watched it a little while ago, but we're picking it back up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I watched this movie when I was a kid, and I hated it then. I hate it now. So off to you. Whoever wants to introduce himself back.
And you should inflict it upon us, you bastard. Well, this bastard that's currently talking is behind the mask. I saw you trying to talk, B. Shut up. Okay, you can talk now. After I'm finished. Okay, you can talk now.
Okay. My name is BMW, but I'm also known as Brennan.
Well, I mean, that's your real name.
Yeah. But
the artist formerly known as Brennan.
Yeah. I also grew up watching this movie and also hated it as well. And
it's a conspiracy.
You know, it's because our uncle was into D&D and he had the movie. And so we were curious.
So it's generational pain is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, I forgot to say that my name's Jacen. So yeah, there you go.
And so Joey wanted to set this up of us watching these movies that best represent us. This being Jacen's. And Joey would like to explain himself. How did that go?
Well, I could say is, unlike you guys, I watched this in the theater when it came out. I'm Jojira, and I sat through Dungeons and Dragons in an empty theater with my mom in the year 2000. Yeah. Interesting story, though. I never played the games until college, which was like 10 years later. When I saw this, I grew up watching the D&D cartoon and thought it was an adaptation of that. So I was in the theater just straight up confused, being like, but where's the unicorn? Where's the little red robe motherfucker telling them to go on dangerous missions? Where was the theme park?
Where's that one-horned paladin, ex-paladin guy?
Wait, why is...
In fairness, most paladins
So anyway, I think it would be good if I explain some of the behind the scenes story of this, because this actually has an interesting pre-production.
Yeah.
This was a passion project by producer, writer, and director Courtney Solomon. Although he only wanted to be a co-writer and producer, he was forced into directing this.
Okay. Yeah.
Because let me get the name here. The other name associated with this.
Yes,
He got the rights to D&D by TSR in I think 91 by Lorraine Williams, who is a very infamous person in TSR and D&D history. Basically, her handling of the company caused TSR to file for bankruptcy and got it bought out by Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and Solomon, like I said, wrote a script. It was his first time doing it. He wanted to have a more experienced writer to do another rewrite or another draft based on his script. But he was told no, probably because they wanted to screw the newer, better writer out of them some money.
Add in the sound effect of Bioshock, the Andrew Ryan, and the parasite said no.
And then he was able to get his main. Although there's one part where I think he was too ambitious with it. The director he really wanted to get for this project was Francis Ford Coppola, which I think could work because he did handle very heavy effects-driven films like Dracula at this point.
Yeah.
But somehow he instead got, I think, a better pick, James Cameron.
Yeah.
And Lorraine, and I think the story, I'm not sure if this is true, but the story of how the meeting went was Lorraine Williams, in a very douchey tone, said, "What makes you think you're qualified to direct a film with this much effects?" And and Cameron went and said, "I directed Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Biggest movie of the decade so far. Revolution." I think this was before True Lies.
Oh yes, it is. Well, sorry.
And she explained I was the revolutionized CG effects that was with the T1000. I could do this. And Lorraine and Williams' response was, "I never even heard of Terminator 1."
Oh god.
Bad take, you know.
Yeah, a real bad pitch. A real bad pitch.
The very small number of wrong answers to find the wrongest.
Like, the best response would have been, I don't think I've heard of those movies, but you seem like you're qualified. So
At that point, no, you play it off as a joke because that's what it obviously should be. You get into a room.
Yeah.
James Cameron takes a seat across from you. There's a pause in the air. You look him dead in the eyes, stone-faced. What makes you think you're qualified to direct my movie?
What's funny?
There's a pause, and then everyone laughs.
Yeah.
You basically described the story of how we almost got Back to the Future to be titled Spacemen for Pluto, and Spielberg just laughed the Universal executive off, acting like it was a joke because his ego was so big he wouldn't admit to it. But yeah, that's how I feel like this whole movie is. This is I can't fully hate this movie because this was made with genuine love by one person. It's just that he had no experience in the Hollywood system yet to get it the way he wanted.
I still hate this movie, but I get where you're coming from, and I also understand that he's one guy.
Yeah.
He one guy with the entire world's weight on his shoulders, basically.
Yeah.
There's some decisions that were made that it takes really big balls to make.
Yeah.
But you forget that having big balls means they're even easier to get kicked in.
And squashed by the weight of all the CGI,
The terrible effects, the terrible design decisions.
The bad writing.
yes, acting.
some choice bad deliveries. I won't say all because we got some bangers out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think I think every decision by Jeremy Irons was the right one, even if it was a better movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeremy Irons was basically the only actor in the movie that I'm like, yeah, he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing.
I would do the exact same thing if I was in his shoes.
Yeah. He's like, this movie's shit. I'm just gonna ham it up.
Ham it up.
And I also commend him for admitting that he took this for a paycheck so he could buy a castle, which kind of fits with the movie he's in, since it's medieval fantasy and all that.
And hey, it takes,
In the way of,
takes
like,
a man
Michael
to
Caine
admit,
directing
yeah, I
the
didn't do this for the art. I did this for money. I did this for a fucking castle.
Oh yeah.
And as B, you were saying something?
Oh yeah, sorry, I cut you off. Just like
that. He's sort of like Michael Caine in like The Swarm or Jaws 4, where he did it for a paycheck. But in Jeremy Irons' case, he still gave it his all, while
Yeah.
Michael Caine kind of flatlined his acting, just so you can just like sort of ghost his way through it.
Yeah.
I think the way when we talked about this originally, the way I put it is like it's more like he was Nicolas Cage, but he was able to balance his money and keep the castle.
Yes. Yeah.
Because there's nothing sadder than having your pyramid fucking repossessed.
Oh yeah,
It's a sad day.
yeah.
You have to take it apart brick by brick, going off to the distance.
I
just imagine him on that day and just like, oh, I got the notice that my pyramid in Egypt has to be torn down.
Oh man, I woke up and there was a note on my pyramid.
I'm thinking more. No. It should be like that scene from The Simpsons where Homer's like telling Mr. Burns all about his parking tickets and saying how his car got crushed into a cube. Your pyramid has been taken apart. Your pyramid is now a stack of bricks. Hello? Yes? Is this about my stack of bricks?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's get into the
actual movie.
yes.
So we start in the original setting of Izmir, which is Courtney Solomon's actual setting he made up during his campaigns, which a positive I'll give it, I think that was the best decision, because if you were to do it in one of the more popular settings, you would have, like, let's say Forgotten Realms. I feel like there would be a really big section of Forgotten Realms fans being pissed off that Dritz isn't in it, like the actual later movie Honor Among Thieves, or my specialty, Dragonlance. I would be disappointed if we didn't get to see one bit of the Dragonlance companions.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you put it into an official setting, you would have the problem like when you make a Civil War movie and there's somebody in the crowd like complaining that you got the buttons on the uniform wrong.
Yeah.
Those people will bite your fucking head off.
Oh yeah.
It's like what happened with Baldur's Gate 3, actually.
Or even,
wasn't in that either.
I mean, he was in the other two games, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, we cut to like the underground lair of Profion and his assistant Damodar, which I will possibly keep accidentally calling him Damn It All.
Damn it all.
Damn it all.
Damn it all, have you take your Profion tonight? You know it keeps you regular.
Just like you Damodars to be mispronounced as Damodals. You swine.
Played by Bruce Payne, the villain of Highlander Endgame. What?
Yeah.
Sadly, not the worst Highlander sequel.
No.
Second worst.
No. We still have the Source in 2. So, third
Third worst.
third or fourth. It depends on how much you would rather. It depends on how much you don't like Mario Van Peebles in 3. Anyway, we're getting off topic again.
God forbid.
It's our brains not wanting to process that we watched Dungeons and Dragons 2000.
It's a traumatic event.
It opens into the underground lair of Izmir as Damodar is trying to coerce his minions into making a rod that can control dragons.
Yeah.
By black magic and stuff.
Which is totally not the Dragonlance, by the way.
Oh yeah, totally not.
He wasn't inspired by any famous franchises in any way during this movie production.
He didn't take any inspiration from anywhere at all, ever.
It's all original. But as
I just wanted to point out that in that scene, there's just a bunch of guys standing around two wheels, and we were saying, is that just their job to just stand around those fucking wheels all day?
Well, I mean,
That in retrospect, it's not. It's actually their life. They live to push those wheels.
well, no. It's like
Conan.
It's from Conan.
Yeah. And as he makes the rod, he releases a dragon he kept under in cage in that underground lair, and he corsets out. But then it repels from its mind control from the rod, and so he's like, fuck it, and so he kills it in a way that's sort of an inspiration to the Rancor death.
Oh my!
It's inspired from the Rancor.
Now, in retrospect, having watched that scene, like, instead of like opening the big door to let the dragon out, wouldn't it have been better to build a small door to let you in?
Yeah.
Instead of like it opening this giant cage, how about entering the cage through a little slit so that you can like.
Architect, I see here on the blueprints that the main dragon pins feed directly into the foyer.
maybe he bought the underground ware and that was already there to begin with, and he had to make do.
I got giant thing from the landlord, and the landlord's like, no renovations, no changing anything.
You have to keep the cage as it is. All right, I won't change.
Fine. It's
he's
a really good
renting
deal. It's like 10 gold pieces a day. So
Okay.
No half measures. If that door goes up, it goes all the way up.
Okay, but if any of my minions get killed, like in the opening of Jurassic Park, I'm gonna sue you guys.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And as the dragon kills one of them, and he kills the dragon's blood seeps into the water, and a very bad green screen and CGI blood.
And it's just getting started.
Oh no!
Yes.
Here's the thing I noticed when we watched it. When it was flowing down the bricks, it was CG, but when it touched the water, it was real.
Yeah, it was really fucking weird. Like they couldn't just make red Kool-Aid and just fucking have it go down that.
Yeah, composite. Yeah, the composite
syrup.
Like CGI cobblestone towards a pool that they had real.
Well, I forgot when the blood hit the water like foam up or something.
No, it went.
They were just too lazy to like. Maybe they had whatever concoction like mixed with the water could not be dyed and do the same thing.
I think so. Yeah,
I think it was sort of bubbling a little bit, but like they were like it was like
maybe it was like the chemical like when mixed with red food dye when it hits the water it turns into mustard gas immediately.
Oh yeah.
We can't. I was
gonna say that like they had their effects guy mix this stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, this is gonna look really good. It's gonna make that water bubble up real nice." But then they're like, "Okay, now put red food dye in it." And he's like, "Oh no,
no." So anyway, water gets on fire, and we get spread to the outside in the rivers of the city, and we see two thieves. One played by, I forget the actor's name, but I know him as Jimmy Olsen from Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman, and Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, and Marlon Wayans as Snails.
Yeah.
Which
we're both reminiscing that, hey, that means everybody's distracted with this. We can sneak sneak into the Magic College and steal some stuff.
We can sneak into Hogwarts, guys.
Yeah.
It's literally Hogwarts.
Even though I,
System of their use of the setting, if I can, real quick. They're both thieves, right?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
You need diversity. One of them should have been like the bard type,
Yeah.
and one the thief type.
so like,
Or Ranger and Thief.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good combination.
Or a fighter and a thief. You know,
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
guy watch out for the guards and the other get into the place and steal the shit.
Yeah.
But I guess Courtney Solomon was like, thieves are just fine, just as thieves. Just two.
Generic thieves.
Yeah, generic, yeah.
I mean,
Their subclasses set them apart.
It's a multi-class group.
yeah, it's
Yeah. It's
Marlon
funny
Wayans'
that
class is thief and also annoying.
it's funny, and
Suicide
From-
Invoker. Every time he
Yeah.
tells a joke, it kills me.
finding out that the third edition of D&D came out the same year this came out. I remember looking at like reviews for this that they said that in a marketing ploy to push the third edition, that's why this movie came out. And
I don't know if that's really the
True.
case. Or
I
not,
don't-
because
I
it's being developed since the 90s.
yeah, but they probably were like, well, we should make it now because we just made third edition, and like to
It was
push it.
Maybe- maybe it's like maybe they had a rush production job to coincide with it.
Yeah, like it's a
Yeah,
big
why the
multimedia
CGI so
marketing
fucking terrible.
probably.
Because I do remember.
You have to get it out of the gate now, or else nobody will care.
Because they did actually make some campaign books set in Izmir for this.
Yeah, the CD-ROM. Yeah, I remember if you put the DVD of this movie in the CD-ROM, you can download and print off third edition character sheets of everybody in this movie.
Oh, that's like that's like what I have because I have the really nice complete D&D cartoon series in this really nice red box that includes like an actual rule book to play in the setting of the cartoon.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
I love when the movie like based on role-playing games or video games have a tie-in through multimedia ways.
Yeah.
But this one, I'm like, cool. I get to play as Ridley.
Yay!
Oh, wait. No, I just realized that his character sheet, he's a fighter, not a thief.
Okay.
What?
Oh.
Maybe he's a. I didn't get that either. I just thought like they were just both thief class.
Yeah, I remember that because I was like, wait, he's a fighter? Because I remember putting in a CD-ROM and just looking at the character sheets to see how funny it would look.
I remember they did the same thing with Honor Among Thieves for the character sheets, and that was obviously a much better tie-in.
Yeah, they had.
Better understanding.
I guess as a credit to that, Marlon Wayne, like in the movie, was definitely more like visibly like a pickpocket.
Yeah.
He was constantly like picking up shit.
Yeah, and as these two are seeing the lake on fire, and they're like, okay, everybody's distracted. Let's go and sneak into the Magic College and see if we can steal anything. To Magic College, as I can't remember her name, a mage.
Yeah, which that if there's one thing I give credit for Justin Whalen is whenever he calls her a mage, it really comes off like a slur to her.
Yeah. And he is like an up-and-coming mage that is going to be like the new advisor for the Empress.
Child Empress.
Yeah, the Child Empress, not to be confused with the Child Empress of Neverending Story.
Brennan, I hate to interrupt you, but you said mage wrong. It's
the mage of the Child Empress.
Mage of the Child Empress.
Yeah, and as they're talking about the Empress's golden
groove.
rod, a creature is watching them for Damodar, so that he can spy on them, and he's like, so they know where the magic rod is.
And I do remember specifically that thing, for some reason, had a very scaly ass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, everyone has made the jokes about it, but Damodar for some reason has blue lips. It's never explained.
Yes.
He loves blueberry pie. Damn it.
Yes.
He was sucking on an icy sickle before he came in.
Smurf
Yeah,
dick.
And nobody wanted to bring it up because they were like under pain of death. The blue lips.
Don't mention him, or else he'll kill you. And so, Profian's like, I need that rod, Damodar. Go and find that scroll that details where the rod is, and bring it to me. And we'll give you handsomely rewarded for it. And so, while that, get handsomely rewarded for it.
Yeah. Go get that rod. Oh my.
Well, yeah. Just give me the rod.
That rod.
Damodar.
It's like,
Give me.
yes,
Yeah.
a roped bow.
This is a pure
rope
fiction.
bow.
And so as Damodar is given his task, that's when we cut to Ridley and Snails breaking into the Magic College. And a funny scene where they do a trust fall on the rope as they're breaking themselves into the magic school.
Yeah,
Yes.
Marlon Wayans is
and
just
is-
like, don't let me fall, don't let me fall. You gonna catch me, right? You know, all the fucking annoying things that he can do.
I can't argue with that. I can't complain about that because I have extreme fear of heights, so I would act the same way.
Yeah,
I
like
would
are
probably
you
do the
really
same thing.
It's sort of over the top, like off the top of my head, who it reminded me was what's that big character's name in like the Brandon Fraser Mummy movies?
Benny,
Or the first Dead?
Yeah,
Benny, yes, Benny.
Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Marlon Wayans falls.
Yeah,
and
it screams.
Ridley doesn't fucking catch him. I forget what Marlon Wayans' character's name is.
Snails,
Something
Snails.
Snails.
It's Snails.
Which-
I don't know the name of it.
which really bugs me because they really should have called Ridley Snips just for a really bad joke.
I thought it would bug you because it's actually a gastropod, not a bug. Oh, the more you know.
And so they break in, they look through things, but Marlon Wayans accidentally opens a box that releases a ghost of a dragon skeleton.
Whoa!
And he runs away screaming. Very Jar Jar Binks-esque like role for him.
This entire role is basically Jar Jar Binks if he was a human.
Yes.
Oh,
And also not talking like a stereotypical Jamaican.
No.
It's at least Marlon. It's at least Marlon Wayne's real voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is very demeaning for him to be in this prior, or no, just as he's making Requiem for a Dream.
No. It's fun. No, I was gonna save that for later.
Oh,
Yeah. I just wanted to say one thing. When Snails falls, I was so hoping that he'd just fall and break his back.
Yeah.
And that would be the joke. Oh, he falls and breaks his back.
And then he
That's
became.
the movie forever.
I have a problem with that because that's just cruel. If he fell and broke his back, then we would still have to listen to him because they'd have to carry him around. You want to go for the neck.
Yeah,
that's
it
weak,
breaks. It cracks his skull open.
It's cruel to
blood
us,
everywhere.
the viewer.
To have him
And
suffer.
then he would
just real quick.
whine even more because he's like, "Oh, my back!" Oh.
Imagine if he was carried by Paul Giamatti dwarf like in like 3PO with Chewbacca in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Now we're improving.
Giamatti dwarf. We'll get to them.
Don't forget about him, much as the story does.
The mage catches them as they're stealing stuff, and rope uses a magic mage rope, I think, around them
yeah,
and
Wonder Woman.
captures
Yeah.
captures them. But then she hears that her sorcerer master is getting attacked by Damodar, and so she rushes towards him just as he gives him the final.
I have a really bad joke. I have a really bad joke. Because he seemed to be the master of the school, does that mean he's the Grand Wizard?
Well, if his name was Duke, then probably.
That's actually a pretty good joke. Not gonna lie.
And so he throws the scroll, which has the location of the rod, towards the mage, and she grabs it, magics her way out of that situation through portal.
Now, can I just we can cut this bit if it's a bit too far ahead. Is it sort of a mirror scene to Snail's death later on? Because the way you describe it, it sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, it is. It's basically
Whole movie is basically one scene.
Yeah.
No.
I think
I-
this is correct.
Well, no. I've been trying to cheese this later, but I'm just going to throw it there. No, because production got really messy here that Marlon Wayans had to leave to do Requiem for a Dream, so they wrote his character death into the movie.
Yeah.
I guess Courtney Solomon was like, well, let's just do that Damodar
Again.
killing the... Yeah, but again. And someone throwing the scroll, and then, him getting killed, and then
So
him running away.
I think the parallels are coincidental. It's why I can't fully hate this movie, because it's like, that's actually probably the perfect way to handle that situation. You don't want to do The Room where you suddenly have him be recast by a different actor for the rest of it.
Yeah.
It's like
and
poetry and
and
rhyme.
Marlon Wayne, like he has some great acting in that scene.
Yeah.
That's the only
That's
bit.
one moment.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And again, it's for a better movie, so we know he had it in him.
Oh, yeah. He took that energy and used it for a different, better movie.
He knew he had to because he would have to put up with Jared Leto in Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, yeah. He has to, fortify himself with that.
How many crucified mice do you think he received in the mail?
At least 30.
Why would you crucify more than one mouse? There can only be one mouse Christ.
He is the same.
Fuck you, that's why.
Yes. And so the mage and
I'm
Ridley
not religious, I wouldn't understand.
yeah. They appear outside the mage school and are running. And so Damodar and his crew find them again, either through the portal or they just rush out of the school and find them again.
I read the
script.
I read the script.
Yeah, he's like he knew ahead. And they run into
a few mages to teleport 5 feet away from me, and then I walk over to you.
And they run into a dwarf who's in a dumpster or garbage pile.
Yeah, he looks like Paul Giamatti, but he's played by one of the two bumbling guys from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Yeah, like the friend of the wooden-eyed one.
Yeah. But he looks like Paul Giamatti, so I'm just gonna call him Paul Giamatti.
And he's like, hey, what's all this then? And stuff. And he's like, there's bad men coming after us. And he's like, hey, you're not supposed to be trespassing. Yeah. And then he gets his hat knocked off, and then a funny
and then he's like
style.
He's like this. And then that's the scene.
And you're like, what is happening? Why is he sounding like a seal all of a sudden?
Little would you expect this dwarf's fate is key to the legend of this land.
He is the most important figure in this entire movie.
He is the scarecrow. I'll miss you most of all, Mr. Dwarf.
And Damodar, he's like, hey, I need that scroll. You're in my way. And the dwarf sidekicks him, and then
He sweeps the legs.
And then he runs off with the people, and they go into a trash compactor type
area. Star Wars.
Are we sure he's a dwarf, by the way?
They flat out.
He's sporting as a big red beard.
Yeah.
We know.
They call himself a dwarf, and I'm willing to let slide because he's the dwarf the same way Gimli was a dwarf and Rankin Bass is Lord of the Rings, even though he was the same height as everyone else.
He's about 1 foot shorter than everybody, so we call him dwarf. He's Danny DeVito, basically. He's a Danny DeVito.
No, I think Dan DeVito's...
He's a little shorter than most people, but he's,
I can't believe in the latest D&D edition they added the Danny DeVito race.
He's Trash Man. I didn't know there was a class that called that.
I mean, you can...
You can eat all trash and just eat the garbage. And if you
It's all...
multi-class as the wizard with Trash Man, you can start blasting.
If you multi-class into Ranger, you can do a penguin slide.
Yeah. If you multi-class into Fighter, you can heal with rum ham.
If you... And...
Best D&D race.
Oh yeah.
You can also do... You can also get people to make deals with business deals if you sell a boy's hole.
Yeah.
You got...
Every inventory comes with one Magnum condom.
For his Magnum dong. One monster condom for his Magnum dong.
Monster condom...
Oh, it says it right here on the character sheet, yeah.
What's also great is the monster condom is also an enemy you can fight.
Yeah. And so when
We're still making up Danny DeVito lore.
This is... I'm sorry.
Damn it.
I just want to give up apologies for everyone. We're going to be on tangents. But in our defense, we ended up on tangents when we were watching the movie.
It's a very...
We were more...
Very thin on plot and like characterization and stuff to the point.
Yeah,
Our eyes started to wander away because we were like, we're not into the scene or
The
movie.
light of our life during this movie was talking about Saw.
No,
Yes.
it was first of us getting more interested talking about the Summer Game Fest announcements and then Saw.
No, it was that, and it was the middle one is just like you blanks to blank.
You.
Yeah, we're just...
Say, yeah.
That's probably going to be someone's favorite line.
Oh yeah, they will. There are good lines, but in ironically way good lines.
Yeah.
But Damodar, he takes a whole minute to tell his guardman, okay, I want what those people are, find them and capture them. But he goes like, talk about my blue lips, goddammit.
Yeah, he's like, I want them found.
Don't talk about my blue lips, or I will sensually kiss you on the mouth.
Yeah. And after that, cuts to the fucking Batman and Robin scene where Poison Ivy's like, my lips are poison. Oh no! Your charms.
That's what got Marlon Wayans killed. He'd already taken off his rubber lips.
No, you remember that? No, here's what I want. Remember? Okay, spoilers for later in the movie, but the girl wizard, enchantress or whatever gets captured by Damn It All, and Redley goes in to rescue her and puts a hood over her. I would love it if it's revealed that there's like blue lipstick spots all over her face. What? No, I wasn't. We were kissing, I promise.
The thing is, if we had our Danny DeVito class in here, he could use his Magnum condom to cover his lips to save himself from the fate of Damades.
Yeah, Damade's nuts.
But are they also blue?
Blue balls.
And so the dwarf takes them to the Mos Eisley cantina part of the movie.
Does he? Does he lead them there, or does he follow them?
I think.
It really feels like
I really do think he just tags along.
Remember, honestly. I think, Mask is correct. Yeah, I think he was just tagging along because he's like, hey, you woke me up from my trash heap. I'm going to join your crew. He was the trash man.
This is essentially like the government came and repossessed this trash can.
Yeah.
Now he has to follow these losers around.
You're my only... He literally has no agency other than, hey, you guys seem to be doing something cool. I'm gonna go and follow
And
you.
he's not even that good of a fighter.
In my
He says weird things and racist things in this movie too.
I literally love the idea he just tags along because I intentionally do that for all my characters because I think it's funny. Like, but it's not like even a joke. They don't even play it up as a joke.
No, they're like, why are
Hey,
you
you
here?
look like
Like
you're
that.
cool. I'm
I mean, he even does the whole thing of being like, is there pay in it?
Yeah, which has
None of that there is or
Yeah.
isn't.
Yes, Mr.
And he
Dwarf,
just
but you
keeps
have to
following.
do something.
Yeah, there's no like, is there pay? I'm tagging along because I want to be, because I'm retired and I want another last adventure or any motivation or characterization for
I don't
that.
think he even asks them their names throughout the entire fucking movie.
I don't think so either.
I know. Do you remember at the end of the movie where there was a long pause and he was like, "Who the fuck is Snails?"
I would have loved that.
It was that guy.
I thought his name was Chet.
Yeah, the dwarf's name is Elwood, by the way.
Wait,
Apparently.
we're
I thought
Blues Brother?
he was Blank Man.
I'm on the Wikipedia page for the movie, and it lists his name as Elwood, a dwarf fighter.
I don't think they ever
Wait.
meant-
That just mixes up the problem even worse because we went from thinking we had two thieves to now having two fighters.
Yeah.
God, they did right wrong.
They haven't put this party has little variety.
Yeah, and also character and no character moments to show that they're a fighter or a thief or a mage or
Yeah.
It's like that,
you only
that
get
time you ask everybody to make a character, and then everybody shares their characters, and they're like, I'm Galerius, the human fighter. I'm the Nefarious, the human fighter.
and then the next one is
I'm
over.
Galerius, the human fighter.
And then you're like, I'm sensing a pattern here.
I'm Bob and I'm a Jedi.
Bob, this is a wrong campaign, the wrong type of RPG.
I'm just imagining this happening, and each player gets more and more annoyed and disappointed.
All right, I get it. I can't be a Jedi, but I am a knight of the Old Republic.
I mean,
but it's Old Republic in this world, but it's called that, but it's not really a Jedi.
Exactly, it's legally distinct. Cry your eyes out, Lucas.
But they do have lightsabers.
It's the Old Republic, as in OLDE.
The old Republic.
You see, our swords are different. Like, the sword part is metal and the handle is laser.
Burns you while you handle it.
And as they're in this cantina scene and stuff, Ridley and the mage somehow Ridley figures out how to open the map and it teleports him into this area. An area that was in a deleted scene that told us plot-related things.
Yes.
And that audience need to know.
Yeah, because if I think the reason was they couldn't get the effects done in time, so they had to just cut it.
That would have to be that's the only justifiable reason I can think of.
It's so fun. It's so funny that a deleted scene that is crucial for the movie is gone. And they couldn't rework it.
Now, by the way, do you know who was supposed to be in that deleted scene?
Who?
No.
Dave Arneson, the co-creator of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
He was in that scene, but they cut it.
Ain't that funny?
That would have been nice.
That's very ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very ironic that they cut the guy who helped make the fucking game out of the damn movie.
Anyway, they get teleported to the map, and while Snails and the dwarf are having a chit-chat about dwarven women and that you need a dwarven woman's beard to hang on to.
I admit I kind of like that line.
It's stupid, but it fits.
I mean, didn't Lord of the Rings have?
Yeah,
They had an exact same one.
yeah. The only way you could determine which is a dwarven woman, you can't really tell which is a dwarf and which is a dwarven woman. Even the dwarven women have beards.
Yeah.
Well,
They're putting this transgender identification in my D&D, damn it!
Damn D guys!
What would be what's the DEI race in D&D?
I would think
Orcs, maybe?
Goddamn gnomes.
I was gonna say dark elves, but that's pretty racist.
That's pretty racist.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's.
Cut that.
I mean, yeah, that's really hard because, like, you can't. I can't.
I'll go back to the Primal Force episode and cut when I said gun Mexicans.
No, I'm keeping that in just for context.
Like, I am revising episodes 2 to 3 episodes later.
I forgot about
was hard.
and that was fucking funny.
It's even funnier because immediately after saying it, like, I'm like, oh wait, no, I actually know that character's name. The only character's name I remember.
That's
Literally.
Yeah.
And so the
But
dwarf.
back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
Dwarven
Yes.
women, you gotta hold their beards when you're fucking them.
Yes. And
Yeah.
Snail sees.
No, wait,
hey,
I disagree with that. Do you need to hold them if you're fucking them from behind? Hold the beard if you're fucking them from behind?
no, it would be
You
like
hold
the hair.
Maybe
But
she.
When you're fucking a dwarven woman, you have to treat her like she's about to vomit. You gotta hold the hair.
I think you meant by reverse cowgirl style, where you have to.
I mean, it also maybe depends on the dwarven woman if they're like really into hair pulling and beard pulling.
Yeah. Yes. Whatever your fetish, there you go.
Yeah.
And Snails sees a elven
Elf.
lady, amongst the crowd with a very detailed, unnecessarily detailed front body armor.
With
It
has,
has
like,
literally
Madonna.
a breastplate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally a metal breastplate style like Madonna.
And by breastplate, we mean there's fucking boobs on it.
Yeah, not articulation.
like perfectly detailed.
Correct. And
It's
totally
very-
correct.
And also the elf, much like how I say Paul G and Mighty Dwarf, I'm gonna call her Halle Berry elf because she looked like Halle Berry.
Yeah.
I did. Someone did say that she looks like a black Angelina Jolie.
I still see Halle Berry.
I see it. Yeah, I see it too.
Like, I don't get how like the Greeks and the Romans were able to do like the chiseled sculpted
Yeah.
breastplate so well, and we can't do it in the year of our Lord 2000.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Here's what can I give my answer? I think it was like a man. I think it's mandated by some sleazy Hollywood executive like, I want to see the elf lady's tits.
Yeah, it was giant cigar.
I would disagree with you, Joe, just because I don't think it's so he could see the old lady's tits. It's so he can keep the prop and font of the old lady's metal tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be alone for a couple of minutes with this.
I'm gonna take this plate back to the shop. Okay.
Make sure you wash it. Make sure you.
A week goes by like we haven't received that prop yet, Mr.
I've been giving it a very rigorous shining.
Yeah.
But maybe it was Bob Shea because I think he was still the New Line Cinema president at the time.
Yeah, because I think he was still involved with Lord of the Rings too, which came out the year after.
So I think he was like, well, his like we need to have the adults have titillation somewhere, and so Snails tries to woo the elf by giving her the most expensive wine, but then saying, "No, give me the cheap stuff instead."
By the way, this actress was in the magnum opus known as Mega Python versus Gatoroid.
That explains.
Strong. Have you ever taken Gatoroids? Isn't that what makes you super strong at the gym? Oh,
Gatoroid.
oh, the Olympic Committee is not happy they found out that he was on Gatoroids.
That's like that's the shady dark side of Gatorade.
Yeah. So, like, it's like, okay,
although it'd be a great idea if they made like a Gatorade gummy, and it was
Gatoroid, yeah.
it would replace the Flintstone gummies in no time.
Yeah. It's a type of steroid like mixture, mixed Gatorade with steroids.
It's some sort of biochemical thing that turns you into Killer Croc.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like the lizard.
Yeah.
Yes.
In order to regrow your arm, Mr. Connors, you have to take Gatoroid.
A new drug has been hidden in the streets that the youths are calling Gator.
The Burt
My Gator on, man.
Dozens of kids have been found sneaking into the sewers to take their Gator.
the Burt Reynolds movie.
It's stupid.
The 1976 Burt Reynolds movie Gator. Kids have been taking that. That is a joke only for me.
The snails and the lady start to like chit chat, but then Damodar breaks in, and he's like, "Okay, where's the map and these people that?"
I mean, technically, he didn't have to break in. I mean, it was an open bar. Like he could have walked in with his guard. Like that's implying that the door was like closed.
Yes, that is true. He walked into the bar.
I'd say it was more of a saunter.
Yeah, he always just seems like a stiff. He's like always trying to do a stiff, straight, like straight posture, like march all the time to try to look intimidating.
Yeah.
Also, we completely jumped over the scene where he gets brain worms.
Yeah, because he let them escape.
Yes, because he didn't capture them, and Profion is like, okay, because you didn't capture them, and I really want you to understand this and how important this mission is, I'm going to give you brain worms.
I'm doing it for your own good.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it so that you can't think or eat or breathe or sleep without having worms in your fucking head. So
yeah.
In retrospect, this would probably make you shittier at your job.
Yes, because you're constantly like, oh my god, my head's on fire.
It would be like if the guardman went to the king and the king was like, yeah, you've been performing real poorly, so we're going to give you and your entire company jock itch. And the jock itch is only going to intensify until we see improvement.
Yeah, you're horrible at guarding, so we're going to take one eye from you. We're doing like Roman laws, except every man in your company has to spin the wheel of syphilis.
See what you get.
Something RFK Jr. joke.
Yes. Yeah. He's covered in brain worms.
Well, no, it wouldn't be covered in brain worms because they'd be inside you.
Oh, yes, sir.
Technically, the brain worms would be covered in you.
He's infested with brain worms.
Man, I love this running gag, B. Like, it's the best.
It's great.
So, because he's infested with brain worms, his job is more important to find them. He saunters in the bar, and the dwarf realizes, hey, there's that guy that I sidekicks. I need to get Snails and get him out of here. And so he starts a bar fight?
Which, that makes sense. Because you want to basically escape through the confusion.
Yeah.
But I just love what I think is a bit weird is that he literally just straight up yells bar fight and just do it. He doesn't even like try to intimidate someone.
Well, wait, is that how it works? Because isn't it like he yells bar fight and nobody reacts, and then the dwarf flips the table?
Oh.
Yeah.
Or am I having false memories of a movie I didn't pay attention to?
I think so, because I don't remember that.
I have the movie up, guys, just in case.
You could say anything.
I would agree with you.
Okay, no, I have the movie with me, guys, for it. He yells bar fight and flips the table at the same time.
The
thing we were saying is that wouldn't it be funny if
No one reacts. We just
nobody
had a
reacted?
Yeah,
we
we.
had a food fight last week. We're not in the mood.
Yes, we're mixing up.
Would've been funny.
We've been mixing up the jokes we made while watching the movie with the actual movie.
Yes.
As I said, realities are converging.
The jokes are becoming reality. But they escape and are in the woods, and Snails is trying to somehow like to make a spell or use a spell that he knows, and she starts saying gibberish. And somehow they appear in front of him. He thinks, "Oh, I did it." No, we already did the quest, and we're out of it now. And now we're agreed to be part of this adventure that we have to steal this rod.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Rod.
Yeah. Yeah, while all this was happening, they were in this world where there was this treasure chest, and it opens, and there's this skeleton that told them that Profion wants the red dragon rod, but
Hello?
I think this movie shut him down.
B?
Jacen?
that was a long, quiet moment.
Yeah, you were talking about the chest and the Profile wanted the red dragon rod and you stopped right there.
I just want to point out how great it is that, like,
I stopped talking, and I was like, did my internet stop?
it somehow split perfectly to have one BJ on either side.
It sounds weird.
Well, it sounds weird because it sounds weird, but
Yeah.
Nobody heard me talking, did they?
no.
No.
Like, you
Awesome.
and me, like, went silent. It was just me and Joe.
I think
That's
it was.
fucking funny.
I think our internet kind of just like
Had a hiccup there.
Yeah,
we went quiet for a moment. And
Yeah.
I thought you guys were quiet.
don't worry. B,
I
B,
was stunned by your storytelling. I was trying to be polite. I
Yeah.
won't do it again, motherfucker.
yeah, thankfully you cut off like very perfectly, B. You just have to say red dragon rod and we can and start from there.
Now say
Red
Red
Dragon.
Dragon Ride 5 times fast.
Red Dragon Rod, and so that he can destroy it and
No one.
become and spread peace across the land.
Yeah.
His
And
piece.
so-
His
Yeah.
His piece
his
of rod.
piece. Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
So-
Oh no, I misunderstood. You said they had to break the red dragon. I thought you meant that. Sorry, it's just that sounded like I misunderstood and thought you said that Profion needed to destroy the red rod. No, it's the heroes.
Sorry. Yeah, Profion something red rod. Yeah.
Man, do you remember that time in The Shining when they looked in the mirror and they saw the reflection of Red Rod?
What's in the what?
Jokes
Did it
past.
happen again?
no.
What the fuck's happening?
Now it's just B. Okay, now B is the one that's only out.
Hello.
I was in my voice connection was in the red, and now it's back in the
So
green.
was mine.
That
Can
was
you guys hear
weird.
us now?
Yeah.
Weird.
So
Getting whacked. It doesn't
I
want us
think-
to talk about Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, maybe just for the sake.
Is getting bored.
Okay, just for the sake of like easier editing on my part, let's just take a 1, 2, 3, and when I clap, we can continue.
okay.
1, 2,
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Then
Having some technical difficulties, but here we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, this doesn't make sense though. We would clap to resync, right? This is just
Yeah.
a timestamp issue.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
so that we could be quiet, and then so he can edit in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
quietness together.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this part is just for what this is more for me so I can hear the sound, see the sound wave for my clap.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Ridley agreed to this magic map that I will take upon the quest of destroying the red rod, He's the map.
Their goal.
He's the map. He's the map. And so Stales is like, I ain't doing that.
Even Snail sounds like a fucking Dora the Explorer character. It's a little snail that sits on your shoulder and talks.
Yeah.
Why are these characters better than the ones in the movie?
Yes.
And he's like, I ain't gonna do that. But then he's like, hey, we can get gold and fortune out of it. And he's like, well, I do like that.
Fortune and
We do like me some gold.
for
Snails has a real look of bros before hoes in this moment.
Yeah. all I can just think of is fortune and glory, Snails. Fortune and glory.
Lord. Yeah. And so he agrees and stuff, but just as they agreed, then the elves descend upon them and capture them.
And the elven nation attacked.
And then the dwarf, he's like, isn't that the elf lady that you were wooing? He's like, yeah, is she pretty hot? And he's like, they all look alike to me.
I mean, that doesn't. Oh yeah, because this is the only fantasy movie where dwarves and elves don't get along ever.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
It's the only
with
one.
those tree-loving hippies.
But I just love it because Gimli. If you heard Gimli say that, you'd be like, "Whoa!"
I no, I would be the same.
They sort of have this exact same scene though in Lord of the Rings though. It's the one where he's shit talking the elves while they're and then he turns around and it's right in his face.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't say. Did he say like they all look alike to me in that aspect?
Well, no, but he was saying they were incompetent and that they weren't going to sneak up.
Yeah. Because remember.
That's what I mean. Okay.
Yeah, remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember, Gimli's arc in Lord of the Rings is that he didn't like elves, but as he traveled with Legolas over the course of the movies and books, they became friends.
Yeah. But in this,
He really.
I don't think the dwarf ever reconciles with the elves at all.
Yeah.
No, he still hates all elves by the end of the movie.
Yes. And so they get captured.
In fact, I think
He might hate them more.
the elf lady does jack shit.
They capture them.
Okay, wait. We can't have our dwarf complaining about someone else not doing jack shit.
That's true. That is a pop calling the kettle black.
Look, I'm pretty sure there's some decent people on both sides.
And so the elf lady contacts the child empress, and the child empress is like, they have knowledge of what where the red dragon rod is.
Yeah, where the red dragon rocket is. Yeah.
Help them in their adventure so that we can succeed. And so the adventure goes off, and they have to break into Damadar's castle.
I'm sorry.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Sorry.
No, first we gotta go to the Thieves Guild to see if anyone can tell us,
That's right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there was that whole thing that basically didn't need to be in the fucking movie at all.
Yeah, but I welcome it because when they go to the Thieves Guild, they get to meet up with Richard O'Brien.
Yes. Riff Raff from Rocky Horror.
We also did get a fun performance here, though. So
Yes. He also knew what film he was into.
It was the mid-movie shot of adrenaline that kept anything going.
What's this Rocky Horror thing you're talking about? Like, I know Richard O'Brien, Shock Treatment.
Yes. The pseudo-sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Sequel? No one knows Rocky Horror.
Oh. Yes, Shock Treatment, or,
The other movie, that movie, you know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
ITV show with the pyramid.
Crystal Maze.
That's it.
By the way, time out for this. I was just making the... Jacen, you would get it. I was trying to do the Walt Roy Disney thing, but with Rocky Horror and Shock Treatment.
Yes. Rocky Horror? No, he made Shock Treatment, the very famous musical that is a cult hit, and it was a midnight hit. And everybody dresses up as the famous doctor that Richard O'Brien plays at.
Yeah. Okay. Back on track here. Crystal Maze, Richard O'Brien. Which, speaking of Crystal Maze, that's the challenge that Ridley had to do for him to get like this special dragon's eye that would help him get the staff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
various trials in order to get to the center of the maze.
Which is basically the opening of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
To the
Or a
point,
Nickelodeon game show.
yes, the Legends of Hidden Temple.
Race down the temple steps and into the shrine of the silver monkey.
All I can, my favorite part is where, because of it's in my Indiana Jones thought process, I was thinking like the room with all the eyes, and I just could only think of is, remember, in the Latin alphabet, Jehovah begins with an I. Oh wait, they're all eyes.
Oh my
Wait
god!
a fucking minute. How am I supposed to solve this?
And they even do the light. You put your hand in front of it. It triggers a trap.
They
Has lights and
literally
stuff.
ripped off Indiana Jones in that one.
How does that work? Is that
I have no
assuming like
idea.
sunlight has mass?
That
Well,
I don't
In
know.
this case, since it's Dungeons and Dragons, I will give it a pass because it could be magic.
Yeah, that. But I
Wait,
think
wasn't this scene also at night? Why is there sunlight?
Yeah, they're inside.
You never know.
Well, no, it was daytime, but it was indoors.
yeah, it was daytime but indoors. But yeah, I agree with Jason. It may be magic. It's like it's.
Sorry,
you
now.
don't need to explain it. It's magic.
Now it goes
Yeah.
up to the fact that the entire Thieves Guild is day drinking.
Yes. I think in Indiana Jones, it's sort of like there was a trigger that if a light wasn't on it, it would trigger it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, what
Daylight
features that?
sensor of sorts.
It like mirrors.
Very primitive daylight sensor.
It's like the opposite of those like porch lights that get set off through movement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the reverse motion sensor.
Anyway,
why not?
Thieves Guild.
Yes, he goes through the light trial with spikes and swinging spikes, and then he goes into the giant like hallway full of eyes.
And
Just
then he goes to the
eyes.
aggro crag and climbs up it.
Yeah, there is a bit cool thing in the hallway with eyes that
Shoot
he has
fire
to
up.
step.
Yeah,
He has to step on. He has to step on the eyes with red that are red.
yeah, and that part, and also I think what makes that also fit better for the whole setting is I don't see how everyone get killed for, because Richard O'Brien does say like people have tried and died getting through it.
Yeah.
I don't get how like by trial and error figuring it out from previous attempts why hasn't no one ever succeeded before? And the eye room makes most sense to me because you could just change the color depend on each attempt.
Yeah.
I still wonder if you had like a stick, could you just press one eye and use up the entire room's source of fuel? Or do they have
Oh,
like
yeah,
an
it's all
intricate like system of pipes where Hank Hill comes out every week and replenishes the propane?
You don't. Well, you see, Mask. It's a series. You see, Mask. It's not just simple pipe. It's a series of tubes.
If Hank, Boomhauer, Bill, and Joe were in a D&D campaign, what characters would they be?
I easily. Hank is a paladin of propane.
Yes, exactly.
Boomhauer, I think he would be a bard.
Yes. I mean, yeah.
He's smooth talking, even though you can't understand what the hell he's saying.
I see. Okay, Dale to me seems like I feel like it would be best if he was like a ranger that's best because he was an exterminator. What if he's a ranger that's specialized in like bug enemies?
Yeah.
And Bill, I can see him as a fighter, but he's like a way past his prime fighter.
Like a knight, like a heavy fighter.
Yeah.
He's the
Shark.
tank.
Yeah, he's the tank, yeah.
He is barbarian.
Now tell me this would not make a great episode of King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it'd be great. Yeah.
I think it'd be a great one-off campaign.
Yeah. and so he goes through the trials, and he makes it to the slow descending spike ceiling trap, which is very reminiscent of the Temple of Doom trap in that
It was around
movie.
this point where like we
Yeah.
evolved into Saw references.
Yeah, because Brennan
all
left the room for a minute.
Yeah.
And
Oh, no.
doing something, and we were just like,
Yeah.
The ceiling, it's dropping.
I think that it also. I really do want to see the Jigsaw puppet making his prisoners play D&D for him, but it's not like even an attempt to kill. He's just very lonely.
Yeah, he makes it so that each like trap is a D&D centric escape room type thing.
you know what? If somebody were to make a D&D themed escape room, that'd be fucking dope.
I'm pretty sure there are.
I was just thinking, what if Jigsaw, instead of becoming a murderer, designed escape rooms?
Like he'll be the king. Like the death of his unborn child just made him like, you know what?
I think my
I'm gonna make
future is in
escape
escape rooms.
When you think about it, what is the womb but the greatest escape room of all?
Escape room.
Oh, God.
He just gave him such the best metaphor for his character. Oh,
My son failed.
I need
Guys.
everyone to succeed where my son failed.
Dude, Mask, you should probably pitch this for Saw 11.
Yes, because I think this would be like a switch of pace and
That
stuff.
actually wouldn't be too bad of a twist where like people go into an escape room thinking it's just a regular escape room, but it turns out to be a jigsaw trap.
Yeah.
I'd worry though that like this could easily end up like a late era like Hellraiser movie, like
Oh yeah.
Game 1, where like, oh yeah, it's 30 years since John Kramer's died, and we've all like started playing these escape rooms based off his killings. But oh no, a copycat killer! The walls are closing in on me. Ah!
I mean, wasn't Spiral a copycat killer?
Yeah. It was
I don't know if it counts because wasn't he a protege?
No, I think he wasn't. I think he was a movies. I think he was a cop that didn't like dirty cops.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't the killer. The one in Spiral was the guy who was like stuck in a trap, but like some mechanical part failed, and like John saved him, and like decided like he didn't deserve to die for the mistake he made or something.
Okay, you can see why this movie. You can see why this keeps going off the rails.
We did it again.
We just spiraled out of control.
The greatest trap. The greatest trap that John Kramer has ever done. Make a D&D movie that makes you think of a saw trap.
This is our Saw Trap. This is our Star Trap, Saw Trap, and the recording, the like Discord server where the voice chat we're doing this on is the running down bathroom we're stuck in.
Here's an idea I have. Like, no one will get this reference at the very start, but this episode needs to open up with the whole like voice line of "I want to play a game," and then you like get the little like dice in the cup sound effects.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny actually. Yeah. And then it cuts to my, the intro.
Exactly.
No.
They won't understand until now.
Or we can make that be like the MST3K style stinger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Right. A little off topic. We can cut this out, but like I was telling Joe last week, because you guys are always late like a bunch of fucking assholes.
Oh.
When you came into the stream, I was going to go do our whole thing of hello B, hello Jacen, and then have Joe kick up the hello Zep.
Okay.
That would be
Ridley gets the eye of the dragon. He gets the eye of the dragon.
Oh shit! In the movie.
he is rewarded, but then he's like, Richard O'Brien's like, okay, now that you got the reward, give me the eye. And he's like, no, I need this in order to get to the next part of their adventure. And then suddenly Damodar appears.
God Damodar.
Yeah.
Somehow Damodar returned.
Yes.
Damn it all, Damodar!
And so, fight ensues.
Damodar says,
I want to play a game, Ridley.
We can't do this again.
No!
They escape in the battle between the Damodar's men and the thieves, and that's when they try to break into Damodar's castle.
Yeah, because Damodar took the lady wizard.
Yeah, took the lady and the map with them, and so they're like, well, we need that back, and so we need to break into his castle. And then you get the one appearance by a classic D&D monster, the Beholder, in all his 2000 CGI glory.
Which,
yeah, he looks like a PS1 FMV fucking
no,
model.
Team PS1's too kind. This is like PS2 level. PS1 models were more pointier.
Yeah. I think you meant he's like a PS1 FMV cutscene.
Ooh, even better. That fits better.
Yes.
Like
Where
the fucking Tekken opening.
Oh yes, like that type of like CGI version of the Beholder.
Okay, I was thinking in-game models, not cutscenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking FMV cutscenes. Yeah.
And so they break in. Yeah, they break in. They distract the Beholder, which is funny because that wouldn't happen in D&D terms.
Yeah.
The Beholder is way too intelligent to be.
To go like, hey, look over there. He just follows that.
Also, beholders have like perfect 360 vision.
Yeah, because of all the eyes. And so it's so funny that he's like, they throw a stick, and the Beholder's like, what was that? Goes towards that, that noise.
It's like a dumb NPC in a stealth game.
You know,
they're like,
You know,
oh, what?
you know, it'd be even funnier because I'm just gonna assume since it's the original campaign, beholders in Izmir don't act like they do in other realms.
Yeah.
What if like they grab the stick and they return to Ridley and we find out beholders are like dogs?
Oh,
That'd actually be kind of funny.
like he was,
But
that was the
this
watchdog
movie
for
doesn't do
Damodar.
funny.
Yeah.
So clever.
And so they break in, and Ridley's like, I'm gonna go find a mage, and Snails is like, well, then I'm gonna go into his master bedroom and steal his shit.
Which has like,
Break in and rough off the place.
Yeah.
I am going to move I am going to do like a flip the entire room the opposite way, thus confusing him and kind of messing with his mind, being like, this is not how I left it.
You have to move everything 2 inches to the left.
I'm going to empty all his drawers and replace them with women's garments.
I'm gonna, I'm going to put saran wrap on his toilet seat.
I'm going to sneak in while he's asleep and move his bed out onto the lake, which is also still on fire.
Do what all thieves do and take things.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
like
fuck.
thieves do.
We're getting, but this is one where,
Yeah.
this is me being like, again, me wanting to rewrite this movie, but when he's in his like Damodar's like room, we see him playing around and we see like basically his holder for his suit of armor, and he just stands behind it and does an impression. That should have been the moment where he shows up and it'd been like an uh-oh, but it doesn't. Instead, it keeps going, and then Damodar shows up, and then Snails gets trapped in like the sand carpet trap that's actually in the game too. And
Yeah,
it's probably, I think, the one thing it has in common with the better Honor Among Thieves movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, it looks very oatmeal.
That doesn't bother me because that's kind of the usual way they had to do it for effects like that. It's easier.
Yeah. Anyway, Damodar captures snails, and yeah, I missed one point. Damodar interrogates the mage to like, where is the rod?
Which
The mage is like, I don't know where it is.
Which was really weird because the entire scene is like done in whispers, even though there's no reason for it.
No, there isn't. And also,
I think it starts out with the whispers because they do try to like have a moment where she's like, oh, "You're better than this. Like, you don't want to do this."
Yeah, because he's like,
you sort of.
He gives a motivation.
Yeah, his motivation is RFK Jr.
The part that gets it just found funny. Like it was always cracks me up because it took so long for us to record this episode after watching it. B watched the 4-star Benta video, and I watched the Welcome to the Basement video on it, and they made that same joke of like, "Why are we whispering? Is the baby asleep or something?"
And he gives a motivation of like, I'm doing this because my brain is on fire and I want this pain out, and if you help me, I'll have this pain out. And she's like, I can't help you. Maybe I can figure out a way to help you. He's like, no, I'm gonna drain
your brain juice out with my earworms.
And the scene is as hot as you would imagine.
Yeah. It's fucking sexy as hell, dude.
Yeah.
And so while he's brain worm sucking the thoughts out of her, he finds out where the rod is?
He says,
I can't remember.
Tangibly confused.
I can't fucking remember. He finds out where is.
He uncovers just the information he needs to do the thing he wants.
Yeah. Yes. He uncovers the information
that he needs to do.
Yes. And he's like, that info. And so
he stands up and looks towards the camera and says, I can now advance the plot, and then walks off screen.
And he leaves her there.
And then that starts playing as he walks off screen.
And so, game over.
He says to her as he closes the door.
Why am I all of a sudden in the bathroom?
And that's when he finds snails in his master bedroom, and then starts beating the shit out of him while Ridley finds the mage and gets her and him.
Again.
Oh, sorry. Mage out of the interrogation room and leaves them, escapes the room and stuff, but then he sees Snail getting attacked by Damodar, and then
Yeah.
This is when they have the chase scene through the empty castle, right?
Yeah. Where it's like Snails is like running like crazy and Damodar is just like doing like it made me think of either one, a Friday the 13th movie, or two, and this is more of a joke you would probably get, B. It's more like when Joe Estevez chasing the teenagers in Soul Taker.
Yes, very slow and methodical, but they're
Yeah, but it doesn't really. Yeah, but I compare it to Soul Taker because it doesn't seem like there's anything methodical about it.
No,
I was also thinking it sort of has like a wacky racer sort of thing where like Snails gets such a lead and he stops to just sort of like fuck around.
Yeah. And Damodar is always like
he finds out all right.
And he has the map because he stole it from Damodar's master bedrooms. That's why Damodar tried to kill him so he can get it back. And they reach to like the rooftop of the castle.
Yeah.
And that's when he starts to beat the shit out of him to the point of
like he's bleeding really hard.
Yeah, almost. And that's when Ridley intervenes. He's like, Damodar, you're like, stop beating on my friend.
Damodar, you fucking stop.
Intervention would like imply that he makes a difference.
Yeah.
He does not.
he sees that he's beating the shit out of him, and he's like, "Hey,
Hey,
cut that! You cut that out, Mister!"
And then Snail throws the map, and then Damodar just breaks his fucking neck.
No, he
Which-
stabs him and then he throws him.
Oh yeah, he stabs him.
he
Which-
breaks his arm a little bit before that. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Which
And then he throws him off the building, and it sort of has a
and Ridley,
orchestral.
yeah, big orchestral music, and Ridley has my favorite, like one of my favorite big dramatic no's in movies, because he's doing it like his fists in the air, like it's almost like a Shakespeare pose.
Like,
Yeah. It's fun. It's way better than the Darth Vader no, honestly. it's pretty good. Did it happen again?
What?
Okay, I thought the fucking.
No, I think it's just B again.
all right, I fixed it. I think.
That would imply that you had fucked it up in the first place somehow. What did you do?
I think it's just a bad connection.
No, yeah, I switched it
Well,
from.
probably just Discord. Fucking.
No,
being
I switched it from wired to Wi-Fi.
Okay.
You'd think that would actually. Oh, you switched it to wired from Wi-Fi, not the other.
No, the other way.
Yeah. Wait, you turned it to Wi-Fi from wired?
Yeah.
But why?
That would make it worse.
It-
Oh,
But
it's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, Snails fucking dies. He gets
he's
thrown
dead.
off the cliff, and he's dead. And
Yes.
the movie really wants you to feel like this
Care
means
for it.
something, but it
This is
means
important.
absolutely jack diddly shit.
Yeah.
Well, it means that he's gone on to better things in Requiem of a Dream.
Yeah.
We're all stuck back in Dungeons and Dragons.
He's like,
Yeah.
see you later, audience suckers.
Yeah, see you later, fuckers.
I mean, I was initially confused by the scene of his ghost floating away into the sky, throwing the double middle fingers.
I was more wondering why his ghost was actually doing drugs.
Yes.
Why? Because he's black?
No. You
'Cause
Mass-
he's in Requiem for a Dream.
do you even know what that movie's about, Mask?
No.
It's a drug.
It's not perfect for me to accuse you of things.
It's an anti-drug movie.
Yes.
A really good anti-drug movie, not like a after-school special. Like this is how it does a really great depiction of horrors of addiction.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll be
also
honest,
has-
we're not talking of Requiem of a Dream, so I don't
Yes.
think that we're talking of Dungeons and Dragons, which, for the
Yeah.
record, I also do not care.
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream also has has a song that has
Yes.
been copiously used
In trailers.
in
Yes. Trailers.
Yeah.
And YouTube tutorials. You know,
that one.
so many YouTube tutorials I've seen in the early days that had that song in it. But sidetrack. Let's get back to the movie. Snails died. Ridley.
Ridley's
tries to-
bad.
Yeah, he
Made
tries,
woman indifferent.
yeah, he tries to attack Damodar, but then Damodar stabs him
Stabs
too.
With
And the
Mortal
mage is
Blade.
like, yeah, stabs him. The mage is like, okay, we got to get out of here. We have to get to the elves. They'll help you and heal you.
Well,
they-
see the elves!
And so they open a portal,
and then
escape through that.
And then we cut to a big meeting of all the mages in the city, and we get
Yes.
probably the childlike empress and Profion
Yes.
bickering like some sort of political stances they have about equality.
Yes.
But what makes it like it is basically jarring because the childlike empress is one of the actresses from American Beauty, and she's like,
Saying it like that, it comes off so weird. Like
"That's what she's literally."
Well, I mean, it just sounds like it's less like you're describing her as young and more like you're describing her as like she has some sort of like mental handicap. Like,
Well,
Life. But an empress, yeah.
I mean, by the performance the Empress, who's like very underacting, like under emotional, she's just always going, "People should be equal whether they're common or mage."
And Jeremy Irons hamming it up to 11.
It's like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? B, what did you describe it as when we were watching that scene?
It was overacting and underacting. It is a whiplash between each. It's like stopping and going.
Yeah, it's like acting whiplash.
Yeah, we're driving 100 miles an hour, and then we slow down. It immediately stop, and we're like, oh my god, I'm getting whiplash, stop. And man, Jeremy Irons tries to.
I just want to say it's like going through NASA training.
Yes.
In uniform.
It's like that NASA space shuttle the G-force training.
Big skinny chair.
Yeah. And you're experiencing G-force unmanageable, and then it just stops immediately, and you're like, oh my god, what's happening? And it goes off again because Jeremy Irons is trying to coax the scene into you, hey, we're in a fantasy movie, ham it up a bit, and she's dead flat
I'm
line.
going to save the world and such.
Yeah, and then Jeremy Irons is like,
I thought it was very weird in that scene when she looked towards Jeremy Irons and said, I don't have a castle to pay for.
I'm actually doing this for the paycheck.
And what I love is
the love of the craft.
And what I love is after she says, my favorite part is how that scene kind of ends is where she makes her statement and we just see Jeremy Irons doing a very half-assed sarcastic clap going, a wonderful performance. And I'm never sure if he means that genuinely or sarcastic.
I think that he means it completely genuinely.
Yeah, I think it's both in that his character is saying what a wonderful performance, but Jeremy Irons, the actor, is
I can use this
opportunity
to fucking.
What a wonderful performance.
Yeah.
I can use this opportunity to fucking get a dig at her.
I just love that I just love how we just somehow make Jeremy Irons an asshole behind the scenes here.
No, he's a wonderful actor, but he's not an asshole.
Well, we're thinking he's an asshole not out of a character flaw, but out of frustration.
No, I mean the situation we have for this I mean the situation we have for this scene where behind the scenes he just comes off like he's an asshole.
No, he is trying to make her try and hey, get up to my level, please. And she's like, no, I'm not.
I'm going to just stay at 1. You
The
can go at
Galactic
11.
Senate needs to vote on this resolution.
Yes. While Jeremy Irons is over there
Yeah.
He turned into Mr. Krabs.
No, that's an actual line he said in the beginning of the movie where he's trying to control the dragon. No, it goes, I could use every ounce of your rage.
Yeah.
Which I think what B said it best was it sounded like he was trying to do great, I forget the guy's name. Jimmy Durante.
Oh yeah, Jimmy. Yeah. The Hombriago. Every ounce of your power.
So anyway, after they've been beaten by Demodar and escaped with losing snails, we go to the elf tree and they get help from a healer played by the all-time greatest doctor, not that pretty boy, bitchy, whiny, complaining, sad, crying opera music. Every episode should have a speech about how fucking awesome humanity is, David Tennant. Tom fucking Baker!
Hey, I like David Tennant.
I like David... I like him when he plays a jerk, like in Fright Night or Good Omens. Or even when...
Not Jeremy Jones. Jeremy Irons in the head. Sorry, January Jones.
Jessica Jones. You.
Yeah.
Yes.
January Jones, the woman played Emma Frost in First Class.
Oh, it would been funnier. No, it would been funny if you said Jeffrey Jones, and I would go, oh, no, not that horrible. Not that horrible.
Anyway,
Yes.
back to the movie. He gets help from fucking Dr.
Tom
Who.
Baker. He plays a doctor, but a healer, but essentially a doctor.
He is a doctor who they don't know.
He's a filthy elf.
He's a.
Yes.
In D&D terms, he would be a cleric.
Yes.
Yes.
And he heals them. He heals them, and he's like, nature is a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Also, fuck you. Humans suck. Elves are better. Fuck
Yeah.
Get out of my treehouse.
And so he gets out of the treehouse, and he's like, man, Snails, what a wonderful guy.
And can I
He was.
just want to get back to Tom Baker? Fun fact: Tom Baker was asked to play Gandalf in the Lord of the Rings movies, and he declined because that would mean he would have to spend an entire year in New Zealand, and he didn't want to do the whole stressful production of doing 3 films at once.
Yes. And so
Well,
he.
I'm just glad he had no actual regrets.
Yeah.
No.
In
No.
retrospect, he's like,
Yeah, the only thing he ever regrets was saying no to coming back for the Doctor Who 20th anniversary.
no.
Yeah, and that I can understand being a big regret because, I mean, like,
Yeah, that was.
you're the doctor, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, we get a kind of a touching scene that I'm not sure is meant to be romantic between Mage Girl and Ridley. And it does have some of my favorite line deliveries in the movie where, again, Ridley calls her a mage, but he shouts it so angry that it comes off like it's a slur.
Age.
Yeah,
That.
the acting's bad, but I think he's really is able to make it pull off sound like it's an insult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
there.
out of all the acting in the movie, I actually think that is some of the legit, actually good. In the movie.
Until
Is the only one that's
until the mage girl's gets emotional, shouts "I'm not," and it sounds like it sounds like a honking goose.
yeah.
Which
So and then that ruins that momentum.
it also just bugs me because if that was if that was her actual delivery when filming, I'm wondering why they couldn't just try again with an ADR take.
Yeah, because the camera wasn't even on her at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could edit something else.
You could just just record her just say the line again without breaking her voice saying it.
Yeah. Like, most movies don't need ADR, but in this one case, you should probably have used ADR, goddammit.
Yeah.
And so they're like, okay, we'll continue the adventure in honor of Snails.
We're gonna have honor among thieves, you know?
And so they're like,
Wrong movie.
Yeah, Snails edition. So, being healed up and fully equipped for the adventure, they journey into a cave.
You know?
Where the
Movie really felt like it was moving at a snail's pace.
I'm not gonna humor you.
No. I'm gonna be silent for that.
You're just glaring at him. You're just glaring at him from across the metaphorical table that is the recording booth.
Yes.
I'm willing him to catch AIDS.
So anyway, we go to a cave and Ridley walks through, and then the rest follow. But suddenly a force field pops up, and they can't do it. So Ridley has to do the Raiders of the Lost Ark opening again.
Yeah. He enters
fucking dead.
And so he enters a room full of treasures, and a skeleton holding the red dragon rod. And so he does.
No, wait, was it a skeleton?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a skeleton. Because then once he takes it, and he's like, "Hey, I got it." Then the skeleton's like, "Hey, don't forget, it's a powerful rod, and its wielder can misuse it and turn evil."
That was actually the only good effect in the entire movie.
Because it was a
good puppet.
yeah.
Yeah, the puppet did look good.
And he's like, "Look, ye wielder of the rod, because this is what the future will be." And it's like dragon against dragon, and then the world will fall into chaos.
Just like
Looks for them and says, "Look at me, you one-eyed Willy motherfucker. I think I know what I'm."
I know.
And remember, don't rub the rod too much, or otherwise you'll go blind.
and I and no.
Explosion.
No. He would go more like, and I thought this movie was dead on arrival. And then he dies, crumbles to dust.
And so he's like, "Okay, that was a weird performance," and then leaves.
And sees a giant. Oh, yeah, that's when he does see the mural of like two factions of dragons fighting each other. Almost like this is from.
The power that the rod can do is not just, like it can cause catastrophic war across the world.
And then they get out of the cave, they go to the fucking
but then Damodar finds them.
And then.
Damodar finds them, and then they have a little bit of a fight.
But.
And while all this is happening, cut to Profion and the bearded wizards all fighting the golden dragons in towers out of nowhere.
I don't know.
Because we weren't prompt on any of this. They were just he just like, "Okay, bearded wizards, we're gonna start the war now."
Which, in fairness, does feel like a DM realizing, oh shit, we're at the almost ending here. We gotta hurry this up, guys.
We only got an hour left of game time. Oh fuck.
And so Profion is coaxing all the wizards to start attacking the golden dragons. The Empress is controlling them with her golden dragon rod. And then Damodar, back at the field of the cave, captures the rod, teleports to where Profion is. Ridley follows them, and the mage and everybody has to catch up.
What the fuck are you saying?
I have no idea what he's talking about. Did any of this actually happen?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This might be a fever dream shared by the four.
Profion and the wizards are fighting the dragon, and while that's happening, Damodar and Ridley are fighting. Damodar gets the rod.
No. Here's what actually happened. There wasn't a fight between Damodar and Ridley. Instead, Ridley, Damodar holds his friends the rest of the group hostage. Ridley gives him the rod as payment. He's like, "Let them go. You said you let them go." And he does the villain cliche of, "I lied."
Yes.
And you remember when I said I would let your friends go if you gave me the rod?
That's right, Matrix, you did.
Yeah. And so the henchmen start attacking the friends, and that's when, in the scuffle, Damodar teleports away, and that's when Ridley follows suit and teleports to where Profion is.
Yeah.
Just like you, Courtney Solomons, to make fucking terrible storylines that go nowhere and confuse and befuddle.
We'll save that discussion about that line for the favorite line stuff.
Yeah. And anyway, then when they teleport, suddenly the Empress lady is on a dragon, ordering everything, even though last time we saw her, she was at the tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh my god, this is
really
horrible.
exactly what you said. Is that the DM is just like, wait, it's 6:30. Oh shit!
Now my mom's gonna pick me up.
Gotta go home at 7. Fuck.
Wrap it up, guys. Wrap it up.
The mom's like, "Hey, if you're not bed by 8, I'm gonna have to turn off the lights." And you're like, "Oh."
Mom!
Yeah. Okay.
This is the part where Profion fights the dragons, the princess fights the other dragons.
He's got his rod.
Holding it, shady and red.
It's not that bad. She also has a rod.
Yeah.
And the mom's just like, I have no son.
And so Damodar gives Profion the red rod. And Profion
rocket, yes.
and Profion has
Repository?
and he has an orgasmic event from grasping that rod.
Yes.
I think you meant climactic.
Climactic face. Well, he gets the rod.
He has an O face.
Yes, when he gets it. And so
not orgasm.
yes,
Omega.
yes.
Cat.
And so he's like, now I have the power, and he's and so he summons the red dragons to fight the gold dragons, and horrible CGI city and dragon fight while our heroes Ridley finally catches up, and him and Damodar do a very, very poor sword fight against each other.
Yeah, it looked like shit. It was some of the worst choreography I've ever seen. It's like a video game quick time event.
Yeah, it's always up, down.
It's like a Dragon's Lair scene done poorly.
Yes.
And then he knocks Damodar off the fucking tower. Damodar falls and dies, and he's like, no, I'm dead.
And then we get the showdown between Profion and Ridley, but Profion's like too powerful and forces Ridley back, and then suddenly all the rest of the group is there too and try to take a go at Profion, and they get thrown back.
Yeah,
like by suddenly we mean
we don't even see them arrive.
No, it looked like they were just put there. Like,
yes, and the dwarf doesn't do shit at all. I think he took one swing and that was it.
This is the first time we've mentioned him since like the first third of the movie.
Yes.
Because he does actually nothing.
Yeah, he's always in the background and he grunts, and that's about it.
You could have cut him and nothing would have changed.
Yeah.
No. And also, this is the first time Profion and Ridley have seen each other.
Yes.
Literally, hero. Literally. They've never interacted or anything.
Even know each other's goddamn names.
Yeah.
Also,
hey, you.
And this is like
you too.
Jeremey Irons. He only has like 4 scenes in the entirety of this. Yeah, in the entirety of the movie, he has like 1 in the beginning, 1 in the middle, 1 towards the end, and then
yeah, but Jeremy Irons is expensive, but I gotta say, he may have 4 scenes, but his impact is very big. That I can still remember it despite that short screen time he has.
Yeah. Even though he only has like 4,
his scenes are the only ones I can actually legitimately remember vividly.
Yes.
Because they're so over the top, hammy, and cheesy that they are actually amazing.
Yeah,
just the scene.
Even though he only has like 4 scenes, he's on the front cover, the biggest head of the entire poster.
Well, yeah, because Jeremy Irons.
Yeah,
I know, but it's so funny that like
he's the main villain, but he's got like the hero position on the poster.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I also just want to say, wasn't this also after he won an Oscar?
I think so.
I have to look that up, but I believe so.
When was Dead Ringers?
Dead Ringers was in the 80s, like 1989.
I thought it was in like early 90s, mid 90s.
It was. He won it for. Yeah, he won it for Reversal of Fortune. Which it's just because again I referenced the Welcome to the Basement episode, but it has my favorite line where they're reacting to his performance in that movie, and Matt Sloan, best known as the voice of Lego Darth Vader, goes, "It's not like they can take back the Oscar."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those like Kane's in a bad comedy show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oscar.
It's like I really do feel like it was like why I also think the acting's intentional, because I really do want to have it be like Oscar contender subtitle underneath his scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was, Dead Ringers is 88. So that's
Oh, okay. Well, that just goes to show you how far ahead
okay.
that movie looked, because
The
it
last
looks like
movie,
it's from the 90s.
the movie that he was in previous to Dungeons and Dragons was Man in the Iron Mask.
Oh yeah, the DiCaprio one.
Yes, that was like 98. And so in between like 1999, he was in direct to
Between
video. He was in like animated films in '99.
And all those were better than Dungeons and Dragons.
But it's so funny. He goes from Man in Iron Mask to Dungeons and Dragons within a year, and
Like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude. Like,
and
how
years-
big of a career ender would that be for anyone else?
Well, his career.
for-
I mean,
for the- oh, sorry.
For Irons, nothing changed. I mean,
No,
Yeah, I know. That's
he
what
went
I'm
on to
saying.
do, he went on to do much bigger things, actually.
I'm saying how much of a career ender that would be for anyone other than Jeremy Irons, because for Jeremy
Bruce
Irons,
Payne?
it's just another Tuesday.
Yeah. Bruce Payne, I think that ended his career, because I don't remember him
Well-
anything other than the direct-to-TV sequel, pseudo-sequel.
Well, no,
Had
Bruce-
done so many good things up to that point that he had a few like freebie bad movies that he could do
Well-
and not have a blemish on it.
in Bruce Payne's case, this was again the same year as Highlander Endgame.
Yes, that's it. That and Dungeons and Dragons.
Like those both ended Bruce Payne's career.
Yes. Those were like, okay, now, Bruce Payne, you're succumbed to direct-to-video and TV movie Dungeon.
Yeah, while Marlon Wayans was like I said, he pretty much was going to do Requiem for a Dream, so anything bad that happened to his career with that movie was fixed with that. He had to bounce back. It's like Michael B. Jordan doing Fantastic when he has Creed as a backup.
Yeah.
He did that, and you're thinking, well, that's the end of Michael B. Jordan's career, but then he did Creed and Black Panther, and then...
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, because if I remember right, he did Creed first, then Fantastic. It's just that Creed had like a bigger post-production.
I
Yeah.
see. Well, that's... And if it was the opposite, where it was Creed and then Fan-4-6, ooh.
Oh yeah, I don't think he.
I think
tried that, actually.
no, because I'm pretty sure we would still get Creed 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
because the source... Yeah.
Because
Anyway,
Creed did so well.
Anyway,
Off topic again.
Yeah. No, yeah. Everybody except for the actor who plays Ridley, the actors who plays the mage, Bruce Payne, their careers suffered, because I don't remember any other movie that those actors were in after this. But everybody else went on to do much better things.
Back to the movie.
yeah.
Fucking, Ridley
Propion,
gets the scepter away from Propion.
And he
has a Frodo with the ring at the end of Return of King moment.
He's like, oh, I can control all these dragons.
You know, like imagine the power.
the power of a dragon in the palm of my hand.
Dragon.
Rock the dragon, Dungeon Dragon Z.
And so,
And Ridley's
because
like, no, fam, I don't want to control dragons.
I don't want to be like you. And so he throws it and destroys it. And Prophion's like, you idiot!
Fuck. That scepter was thousands of years old. It was a priceless antique.
Bro. And so Prophion starts to like Emperor Palpatine electrocute him with a skeleton. He starts babbling.
Yeah, I think it was like yelling out the spells to shoot the lightning.
Yeah.
But it just sounds like it's like as if he's just getting, his character just got really dumb that one moment, that he's just like rambling incoherently.
Yeah. And then, Gold Dragon behind me, don't look.
Oh no!
And
And
he
then
gets eaten.
the princess comes up to him and
He's like, you saved the
"You did
world.
that." And then
You saved the
picks
world,
him up
but
with-
But at what cost?
the Gold Dragon kills him, and then she hops off just as the dragon takes off. And she's like, you saved everyone, Ridley.
But at what cost?
I did
Yeah.
it! I
Yeah.
defeated Ganon! I won!
But yeah, at what cost? My friend's dead.
Yeah, and also, as we transition to him being at Snails' grave, we just hear just like 80 yards, the Empress being like, "You're all, everyone's equal now, yay!"
Yeah, it's basically the end of New Hope celebration, but they didn't have the budget for extras.
Nah, they,
Racism as we know it!
But yeah, off-screen ADR it, please, because we don't have the budget.
yeah, we couldn't afford an award ceremony.
No, we don't have the money for extras.
But
No.
no. Instead, we get basically the way she delivers the line of "where everyone's equal now" just makes me think of the ending of Ricky-O, the story of Ricky, where he just punches like the prison wall down and just yells at the inmates, "You're all free now!"
And that's it. Yes,
Unlike Dungeons and Dragons.
yes, but I agree with Joey. It's just like, yeah, you're all free, and then it just cuts to the end.
And then they're over Snail's grave, and even the dwarf is there for some reason, even though
No, yeah. He got
fuck is Snails?
Yeah, did he get accommodation or anything?
No, I don't think he got anything because he did nothing.
He got it in name only.
Oh, and
He's-
everybody's dressed in their
it-
exact same outfits, but they're all black to
Yeah. No. Basically, no. Here's the thing: the dwarf was the Chewbacca in that award ceremony. If they made one,
Yeah, he did get a medal.
Poor Chewie. I still think that's bullshit.
Yeah, well, until Rise of Skywalker, you're like,
Oh.
okay, here you go. Chewie.
no, or
Or
my future pick, a future pick of mine, the fan edited Star Wars Revisited, where the guy literally re-edited the scene so that Chewie got a medal at that moment.
yes, and I agree that's canon.
Yeah. But anyway, they're all
Yeah, they're all
added fucking death.
Yeah,
But then Snails has a little.
Hey. Ridley is like, well, Snails is dead, but then he looks at the gravestone where at the little rock that says Snails, and his name disappears because the red eye that he stole from the Thieves Guild glows, and he starts to say something to the elf like, "How is this?" And she's like, "Shh, just let it happen."
Let it happen. And then they all turn into dust and fly away.
Into heaven, or
I guess
to
they're all
another
dead.
side.
Yeah, did Thanos?
They'll appear in the sequel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got Thanos snap.
Okay, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Jason, your episode, so you could maybe do the thoughts.
Yes. Well, I went into this thinking that it was going to be a situation where when I was a kid, I was just bored by it because I was dumb and a kid. But no,
without the
movie's just
rose-tinted
fucking terrible.
You're like, maybe rose-tinted glasses were on
Yeah.
me that time, so let me
Yeah.
take them off. And oh my god!
But no, this movie's just terrible. It's like an actual D&D campaign, but not a good one. Mind you,
No.
Like a slap together.
D&D. Yeah.
Like,
It's like a one-off that got put on screen, but it's a one-off that you created when you were drunk and you wrote it on a napkin.
Or it was a one-off campaign that you did as a kid, and then you do it as an adult.
And you're like,
if it
whoa, I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah.
The acting, fucking awful. Yeah. Except for Jeremey Irons.
Yes.
And for that one scene with Snails where he actually has some decent acting.
It was when he was about to die, yes.
Yeah.
And the balcony scene between Ridley and... Yeah, but then that scene kind of like has... it stops being a cool scene once she honks her line. I'm not. Yeah.
Well, would it have been better if she had done like an actual goose honk? Like that was her defense of herself.
So that means that you don't want to do this.
No.
But yeah, it's just a really bad movie.
Yeah,
it's not even like good bad. It's just bad, boring, and it's like Dragon Ball Evolution.
That's so much worse.
No.
Yeah.
No, I see this as more like a so fun bad. Like, we had fun making fun of it.
True. If you watch it with friends, it's really fun. But if you watch it by yourself, you're gonna have a miserable time.
The problem is that the movie's a launch pad for talking about things that aren't the movie. Like we had fun talking about Saw. We didn't have fun talking about Dungeons and Dragons. It didn't
and I don't like.
Didn't revolve around it.
And I don't. I think it says a lot because I don't like Saw.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Yeah, it's so bad you put it on the background and talk.
It's a conversation starter. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Conversation.
It's an icebreaker of a movie.
It's like, what the fuck is that on the screen? Oh, this is Dungeons and Dragons, made by Courtney Solomon, a guy who was just minding his own business and trying to make a movie, but studio execs and stuff got it got all fucked up.
Yeah. I want to go next. Yeah, pretty much all you said the same thing. My only thing I could say is, hot take to me, this is not the worst D&D movie. That honor goes to the, again, me name dropping Dragonlance, the animated movie the animated version of Dragons of Autumn Twilight. To me, that's way worse.
Which I have never heard of. I didn't even know that they made an animated version of it.
I knew because our uncle was like, "Hey, they're making a Dragonlance anime movie," and I'm like, "Hey, I know that. That's from that series of books that you like. Yeah, let's watch it." And I watched it, and I have zero memory of any moment or line or anything.
Telling, considering you could remember Dungeons and Dragons 2000.
Yeah.
Because, like, man, how bad can you be to be worse than you're all free now. Everybody's free. And
You're
no
all
more racism ever.
Yeah.
Well, let's not act too quickly.
Yeah. Similar take with Jacen. Joey, he has his take. I still have not seen Dragonlance, the anime movie. I can't wait to see it. Sometime in our life, we will see it.
Like, there are actually so many D&D movies that we could legitimately have a D&D month also.
We could also, there's even movies that are like connected by D&D, but are not official things. Like, I'm a big fan of the Gamer series.
Yeah. we can do a Dungeons and Dragons and Dungeons and Dragons adjacent month. Yeah. But anyway, I don't think Joey's finished, were you?
No, I'm done.
Or okay.
Mask, what are your thoughts about Dungeons and Dragons 2000?
It was a film.
Yeah, it was one of the
Like-
films of all time.
I'm interested because out of the four of us, you're not a D&D player.
Yes.
You've never played
Yes.
D&D, right?
Correct.
You're a general common man.
I'm a common man.
Yes.
Okay, so
Which
what
is a
was,
slur I don't appreciate.
What do you
I-
think about it?
A movie that doesn't really catch the interest. Like when you think of Dungeons and Dragons, you sort of get like this high fantasy idea in your head, and it doesn't really capture that. Like, it's not a very inspirational movie for the setting.
yeah.
Like, heck, we pointed out in the actual movie, you only get like one real Dungeon and Dragons monster in the entire film. We're sure there are dragons. They look awful, but they're also like not very like they open up with a dragon. It almost feels like we have a quota to start hitting.
Yes.
Dungeons and Dragons, we need a dragon. It's in a dungeon. Bam. Moving on.
We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And comparatively to Honor Among Thieves, which has a ton of Dungeons and Dragons callbacks in terms of monsters.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like if I were to like, it sort of makes me think of another movie I saw time ago that gave me a much better impression that I still barely remember, like Deathstalker 2. Sort of the same idea. You get a little group together. It's sort of the classic Conan Barbarian type thing.
Yeah.
I don't really see anything that separates this from a movie like that and puts it into the Dungeons and Dragons. Like,
Yeah. Like, even with all the unique things that it has going for it, which, there are some unique races in this movie.
Yeah.
Not in Dungeons and Dragons. But
Yeah. Like, I really like the purple-skinned, demon-looking guy with the 3 eyes.
Yeah. That guy was unique. I really liked that guy. But
did we actually get anything like relevant to like what did his third eye do something specific?
No.
Does it have a magic?
Or is it just a rubber forehead alien character? Like they're just thrown in to look exotic, but they don't actually like. It's just a person in a costume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the makeup, it is all. Some are all right, like the purple-headed guy, but then
They also had the little like orc guy running around the tavern for the longest time. I don't know if there was more than one, or if they were all identical.
I do remember. I do think there was at least 2 because one was like shoving the other.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that I think that the costume design, besides the breastplate for the elven lady, is actually the costume design's all right. It's actually pretty good.
I mean, like
it evokes the fantasy setting.
Yeah, I'm totally all right with saying, this is a medieval. It's a medieval movie.
Yeah. For a medieval movie, it's fine, but as a D&D movie, it's not.
Yeah. But all the practical effects actually look pretty decent besides the swords.
And some of the props are not great.
The worst one was the fucking dwarves' axe.
Yeah, it looked very
None of the weapons
Party City.
good, but the armor and stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, like Ridley's sword just looked like the same, like a medieval sword toy I had as a kid.
Even the red dragon rod, I felt it was a little too bright. It could have used some like muting with a darker like hue or something.
Yeah, some
it was too red.
like maybe some black weathering effect on it.
Yes. Yeah. It all had like very out of the box Party City like look to it.
Yeah. It simultaneously looked like they went all
Expensive
out
and really
didn't go
cheap.
all out enough.
Yeah. It's so it's like
a microcosm.
It's 3D printed props.
Oh. Yeah. Before the 3D printing got good.
Like some of the sets even look okay early in the movie.
Also, like we can't like harp on it enough. Like there are just several characters that aren't really utilized at all. Like
No.
the dwarf is redundant.
Yes.
The elf is also very
redundant.
Yeah, she's also just there. The
Yeah.
Empress, I think, is also
like
Did
none
she
of
do
it
any-
ever.
yeah. She didn't. I don't think she did.
Cohesive whole. I know.
Like it felt like the plot should have been less like Jeremy Irons being in direct competition with the Queen, and more sort of like a regent sort of scenario. You know, like she's too young to take the throne. She's the royal advisor, sort of like a Jafar type.
Yeah.
And he's pulling the strings from there. And maybe like at the end, instead of having her like trying to like fight them with dragons, it's him utilizing the red dragon rod to like attack the capital and take power.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plot to Honor Among Thieves.
It literally is actually.
Yeah.
Which is funny. Because that movie is so much better than this.
Yeah. They took the plot
and moved it somewhere else.
I mean, literally, yeah, because instead of doing instead of having it be set in the original setting, Honor Among Thieves made it with the popular Forgotten Realms world. I forget what the name of the land is.
Forgotten Realms, I think?
Yeah, no, but Faerun.
Oh, yeah, Faerun. Yeah.
Because, sorry, I'm pretty sure every D&D fan has their preferred realm, and mine is Dragonland, so Kryn for life, baby.
This is on your shoulder.
That's no, but I now want that as a t-shirt, and it's just like and it has like Takesis on it. Which...
So straight out Compton and straight out Kryn.
I want the shirt.
Yes. So now that we've done our discussion about our thoughts, what's your favorite moment / quote?
I'll go first since I picked it.
Yeah.
My favorite moment. Well, that's kind of hard because
you're gonna pick the obvious
entire movie kind of sucks. But I do love the part at the beginning where he's like, "Don't harness your power."
No. The line you're thinking of is, "Good. I could use every ounce of your rage."
Yes, that part is probably my favorite because of Jeremy Irons. You know.
Well, that's okay. Is that your favorite quote and part, or favorite?
No, my
quote?
favorite quote is because we memed it to death during our watch.
And just record.
You blanks are all the same, always blanking things.
Is during a scene where Nails searches the Damodar's master bedroom, and that's when, as he's stealing something, Damodar's like,
"You thieves, always taking things. You thieves, always taking things that don't belong to you."
Yeah.
Which
is a thief.
You podcasters always commenting on things that us, the audience, could clearly see with our own eyes if we were to watch.
That's Jason's favorite quote because of its redundancy.
Because it's
obviously
stupid. It's such a dumb line because that's a fucking thief.
Yeah.
I mean, like at the same time though, like he's describing why he hates them. So I mean, it's not like he's lying.
It's also it's just redundant.
It's a matter of fact.
Yeah, it's a matter of fact of something that he's saying Captain Obvious fact about thieves.
You spellcasters always casting spells.
Yeah. What if it's like a clever technique to throw them off? Like you're so like taken by like what?
That's
and then he uppercuts you.
He stabs you in the chest.
It's like in SpongeBob.
Yeah.
It's like in SpongeBob when Sandy's going to fight the bullworm and SpongeBob's trying to stop her. You can't say anything to stop me now, SpongeBob, and then he just starts yelling at her in French. All right, that slowed me down.
It's just like
It's such a redundant line that it confuses people, and that's why he uses it. He like, oh, you chefs always preparing food for people, and then the chef's like, yes.
yeah, that's what a chef does.
You artists, always trying to make a beautiful image that attracts the eyes of viewers.
Yes. I mean, yes.
It's such an idiotic line that you can morph it into any occupation or job or.
But it's, but
make it funny.
You Brennan's always being a Brennan and doing Brennan things.
Brennan.
It's like you internets always having social medias.
You Elon Musk's always doing stupid things with your
$1 billion.
with your websites formerly known as Twitter.
okay, I'm gonna go next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna combine my favorite moment and favorite line. It's a Bruce Payne line, but it's said right before they go to the tavern to get the guys, where he orders his henchmen, who are just like armed guards. He turns to them and goes, "Do not let them escape, or you will suffer a fate far worse than which has been inflicted upon me."
Yeah.
It's so many words that just simply say, "Don't let them escape, or I'll kill you."
Yeah.
It's like they were like, hold on, we're like 1 minute under time. We need Bruce Payne to say this.
It's a very
long line.
awkward line of dialogue, and none of you guys are gonna get this. That it reminds me of another awkward line of dialogue from a Gundam movie called Gundam F91, where the first time you meet the two leads, who are like a boy and a girl, the girl goes, just says, first line is, "You're an engineering student who was not in my classes." Like, what? It's like a weird, wait, what? That's like an awkward thing to say.
Yeah.
It is very weird.
It's like he had a thesaurus prior to saying anything.
No.
Thesaurus, he's like, I'm going to use some big words now.
No. It's the opposite. It's like he couldn't think of the words. He kills them.
Yeah. He's like, what's the word that starts with a K?
What can be worse than having brainworms put inside my head?
Having brainworms put inside your butt.
That's worse because they don't belong there.
Exactly.
Now
That line is fucking silly.
My moment / quote is, "Let the blood rain down from the sky."
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite because it's just he's like he had to like
He had to get a deep breath before he said it.
yeah. That's my favorite moment / quote.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
What's yours, Mask?
If you have any.
I believe it was the scene when Jeremey Irons and the childlike empress is standing before the council, and Jeremey Irons turns towards the camera and tells us to turn off the tape and run away.
Oh yeah, I remember that scene. That was really good.
That was a weird
weird meta ball break.
Yeah, he seemed like awfully urgent too. Like,
please leave.
Yeah.
I could not remember jack shit about the dialogue in this movie.
Yeah, it's
Do you
all right.
have anything that you can remember? even
The-
like
The gurgling
Well,
sounds the dwarf makes as he eats large chicken wings.
there you go. That's your favorite line.
No, but it's a lie.
Sorry, but now I'm just saying, it's like, now I'm just imagining comparing him to Danny DeVito, but it's like that bit from Always Sunny where he choked out beers and he starts gurgling and it's foaming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
Ah.
my second favorite line was the. Yeah,
Yeah,
my, my
sealed
favorite
call.
line. He should have won an Oscar for that, honestly.
Very
Very well.
Giamatti Dwarf. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Made me
That's-
cry, actually. It was,
Those are
it was very moving.
I mean, do we want to take some time to try and like touch up what the movie could have done better? I mean, we've sort of been doing that all the way out, but
Yeah,
I
think
The movie could have been a different movie.
I think. Yeah, well, one, yes, it could have been a different movie. Two, the Wizard of the TSR lady.
She
what was her
really
name?
fucked things up.
If James Cameron worked on it, I think it would
I
have
think
been.
it would have been at least decent,
Yes.
yeah.
even with the dialogue the way it is and
Yeah.
everything.
Well,
I think
another thing,
the effects would have been something to
Yeah.
look at least.
it needed a longer time to cook. Another 2 or 3 or 4 passes on the script.
Yeah.
A different director.
someone who wanted to direct.
Yes,
Yeah.
not one that was
reluctant
contractually
to direct,
obligated
but he had
to.
because
Unless
he was
if he
forced
didn't, if he didn't, then they wouldn't have a movie. He wouldn't want to.
He had to step up because he would not give James Cameron credit for Terminator 2.
Yeah. So yeah,
He would rather create this reality than live in the one or
Yeah,
Terminator
yeah.
2.
like
yeah.
I could imagine a world where this is like an Avatar situation where the dialogue is shit, the story is shit, but goddamn if it looks great, you know?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
at least like you could make a fun journey movie.
Yeah.
Like the locations in this movie, let's go over them real quick. You have sewer, you have like town. I guess you have
Mage
university.
Yeah, the mage school.
You have slums.
The
Yeah.
Empress Castle.
Yeah, if there's one thing I can give credit about some of the set design is whenever they're like outdoor shooting, it's always just a basic forest backdrop. There's no like variety of the outdoor scenes.
Yeah.
There's no like far off horizons that have like a castle or, you know, like a
No.
tower.
There's no Windsea.
crumbling.
Yeah, it's very basic.
They had one matte painting, which was a tree.
Yes. And they used it as a
And that
background
painting
for
wasn't even that
great.
amazing.
especially in the scene where Ridley and the mage are having their emotional scene. You could see in the matte painting there's people in the trees staring off into the distance and they're not moving.
Yeah, it's really bad.
This movie shouldn't have been released on Blu-ray.
One movie I could say that does this kind of movie better, and it still has this kind of feel to it, is Aragon.
Which also had Jeremy Irons.
Yeah. But
it's
it
really
also
weird. I don't even like that movie that much, but at least it's fun. You know, it's something that you can watch.
I think it has. I'll give it this. It has more interesting like outdoor shooting.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that
And at least the dialogue doesn't make me want to fucking hang myself.
it is for what they had, they still were somewhat lazy about it in the outdoor scenes and stuff. Or
But at least the movie was fun.
Yeah, I can't fully hate this movie. I just
I know.
it's kind of like how I feel with the 2008 Speed Racer movie, where there was for the most there's like there's not much. There is cynicism, but it's not in the rut. There is some cynicism for some parts of behind the scenes, but it's not all of it. It started from a genuine thing of a guy who wanted to make a D&D movie.
Yeah.
And everything was going
for what-
against him.
Yeah, for what he did, for what he had and stuff, it could have been way worse.
Oh yeah.
If I were to rate it based on how it turned
Enthusiasm?
out versus how it would have turned out,
Yeah,
I'd say that this movie's actually pretty good for what it is.
yeah.
Because it could have been way fucking worse.
Like,
So, so I'm guessing we're now at we had our final thoughts.
I believe so.
Okay, then. We had my turn, Mask, and Jacen's. B, it's your pick. So, how would you like to tell? Would you want to tell everyone what we're going to be watching next as the finale of our introductions?
The next film that we're going to watch is the film that made me fall in love with cinema and the production aspects and the cast and crew and commentary tracks and all that stuff. Is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Is a movie that at a very poignant moment in my life that made me want to divulge in like not just movie making but of the business, the aspect of marketing, all that stuff.
And I kept from watching it because I got sick that week.
Yes. I was about to watch the film, and then we had a stomach flu, and I could never see it until it was on pay-per-view, and then I got to watch it. But that moment when I saw it on pay-per-view made me extremely happy and overjoyed. And it's like the best film for me of like everything I love about film, and it's just everything was working for it and stuff, but marketing and
going up again,
the release.
Do you want to know something, B?
Mm.
I saw this on opening weekend.
You were one of the ones that kept it from being a total bomb. Thank you.
I saw it with my best friend Cody, and we saw it the day before we left to go to college.
I was 12 when this movie came out.
Yeah. When this came out, I was like, "This is gonna be a box office hit," and then I heard nothing from it, and I'm wondering why. And I looked it up, and because Expendables came out.
Not just Expendables, but Eat, Pray, Love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of those two
Also,
movies.
I would say that nothing against the movie. I fucking love Scott Pilgrim, but
Yeah, I
I
know.
think this movie was always destined to fail.
This,
Because
It is a very hard thing to sell. Yeah, I know.
Such a
Yeah.
niche thing.
I think we're starting to lead into too much into that. We'll see you next time, and
Yeah.
bye.
See ya.